Hey everybody, Backroom here. Playing a little bit of Game Dev Tycoon. I'm going to try and run a series here where what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that somehow my little studio here got the Marvel license. And so we are going to be Stone Age Games. Oh, Arab. Aaron Stone. Well, inside of an inside joke there. Let's see. Let's go. Hey, so brown shirt. I'll go green shirt. Okay, here we go. Aaron Stone. Yes. Import all the previous game hints. A new save slot. Where do we want to go? Wow, it's been a while. Like, seriously? Okay. Let's overwrite this game here and start from new. So we're going to pick out develop a new game. So let's see what topics we have. Movies, medieval, business, and history. Everybody likes medieval, but what character could we do for medieval? Conan doesn't really count. History, you could do something Western. You could go with Ghost Rider or Rawhide Kid, perhaps. Movies, we do Wonder Man. Let's do movies. Genre, do we have? Let's do a movie sim platform on the PC. Why not? Let's call it. What was that one? It was advertised on the back of stupid Marvel Age, not Marvel Age, whatever, the Marvel Year in Review. Let's call it Wonder Man Movie Maker. And this will have 2D graphics. We're going to spend some cash on this one, as far as you can on a very early PC game. Gameplay, pump it up. Story and quests down low. Engine pretty high. Let's just drop it a little more. Of course, in any simulation, the gameplay is going to be key. Keep in mind that this is a raw copy of the game. There are no mods added in here. Artificial intelligence, they're probably treating this more like a battle sim. I prefer to have dialogues higher up for this sort of thing. Level design wouldn't be as important in my movie simulation game. But sometimes the variables that you're given don't always work out with what you want to do. Graphics. That's a movie game. You gotta have the graphics to sound good. World design. Again, I would prefer this be much higher. I'd like to have a nice virtual Marvel Hollywood. Wonder Man, of course, Simon Williams. I think he was the brother of the Grim Reaper, something like that. His brain waves were implanted onto the android Vision, which kind of revealed his attraction to Janet Van Dyne. It made things awkward, because every time she was hanging out, she knew that Simon Williams wanted a boner. And we'll release this game. Why not? Let's see what kind of results we get. The reviews for Wonder Man Movie Maker came in. Our first game, a 7. Not bad. People liked our combination. So it shows potential. I'll take that. We're a new studio. Screw you, Game Hero. You have terrible taste in games. So an average of a 6. Not bad to start off. While that is selling, we are going to do game history. We will do game research, pardon me. Research while that is selling. Okay, new topic. Build Ninja as soon as we can. We'll do game report. Not bad. 3,800 units on the first week. There's much more money to work with. Game report. Get some more research points. Why not? While that's still selling. 10K on our first game? Not bad. Am I going to break $100,000? Come on. Girl. Oh, yes! $106,000. Sound and great combination. Perfect. So, while that is still out there, we're going to develop a new game right now. We're going to pick... Do you want to hit Ninja? We could do business and do Oracle Inc. I believe that what it was Namor's business, and when he got very environmentally friendly. Medieval is good. Ninja is good. History. Let's do Ninja. Let's do Ninja Action. Action does well on both. Avenger does well on both. Let's go for the G64. This will be... Battle. What is something fighting the hand? What's a good name for the hand? I am drawing a blank on a good title for a game with the hand. Who else would be a good ninja? You've got Wolverine, which is lame. You could use Iron Fist, it's more Kung Fu. Daredevil, no. Let's see. Fist of the Hand. That's the worst name ever. But I can't think of anything. But Ninja Action is going to be a great combo. 2D graphics. Let's go for it. Let's start development. While we're still making money on Wonder Man. Engine, pump it up. Gameplay all the way up. Stories and quests. No one cares in this sort of game. It's going to be a side-scroller where you are going to... I don't know which character I want you to play. You could, I could have done Elektra. I should have done Elektra. Let's keep those where they are. Dialogue's even lower. Okay. Maybe Elektra will get a game coming up in a later episode. The hand, of course, the inspiration for the Foot Clan in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 105, not bad. There are a lot of Daredevil connections, as Eastman and Laird were riffing off of Frank Miller's run on Daredevil. I have myself a Commodore 64, so I love using the G64 in this game. Those bugs. Let's see, the same accident that caused Daredevil to become an altered human. The ooze is what caused the turtles to mutate. Daredevil is, of course, trained by Stick. The turtles trained by Splinter. He fought the hand, they fought the foot. There are probably other parallels. Fist of the Hand. Shitty name. Oh, come on! 6'5" right now, come on. 6'7" 6.5. Alright. Can I get it as it comes out? Yep. I like to get those started right before the game goes on sale, so I can start getting research points as quickly as possible. As I research more topics, I can expand into more characters, but also, of course, want to focus on developing hardware, software, and programming techniques. Level design, very important. So we're going to do some research here. I like to build quickly. We're not ready. You know what? We don't have it yet, so we're not going to do it. Pirate, prison, racing, transport. Prison games do well as simulations, and I can do something with the Raft, or the Negative Zone Prison, or the, whatever Hank Pym's Trinky Dink prison is. Racing, it's always popular. You know what? I'm going to go with racing. I want to focus on one of my favorite characters. I want to do a Ghost Rider racing game. It could be more of an action racer. Invento, Dinky King, Danky Kang. Something along the lines of Road Rash. We're a bit early for Road Rash. What else? Fist of the Hand is still selling. We're going to start developing right away. Topic, racing, genre. Racing action, racing adventure, racing RPG. What was the racing RPG on PlayStation? It was like a Square Enix. The Club? No, I don't know. The Bouncer? Something along those lines. A racing sim, racing strategy. Let's do racing action. Let's call it Ghost Racers, the current Ghost Rider series going on as part of Secret Wars. I think that's current. Let's put it back on the old G64, 2D graphics. We're not making any text games. Yep, I'll stick with that for action. Making good money off these games, even if they aren't super highly rated. Go away, guys. AI, level design, pump up even more. Dialogues. Beep. Beep. We're not really breaking any records here. We need to get enough research points here that we really can build up our engine. That's going to give us the opportunity to expand. Man, I do love getting new characters, new genres. Look at that bug. That might be our highest technology so far. New records on both. Not bad. We get a bonus. Leveling up left and right. Stories and quests. It's going to be weak until we go into RPGs. AI is good. Graphics. We always focus on graphics. Yes, just in time. Cost me $46,000 to produce. One of the things I like to do after making games, I go into Excel or Google Sheets, and I like to track all the games I make. I like to check out my ROI, and I even like to kind of imagine the graphics on the box, you know, the cover art, everything else. I like to get into the story. Probably one of the reasons I like this game, because it allows you to get a bit more creative beyond just what you're seeing on the screen. We're not having too much of a lag time in between any of our game releases. That's great. Sure, I'll do some contract work for you, Jason. Gotta get that money. Level design, quite important. Fine. I need 3 more points to develop a game engine, so I'm going to stick with what we have. Let's do... Medieval. Adventure. Black Knight versus Mordred. Let's go. That's still got the market share lead, so we're going to stick with that. I can go back to PC at any time, but I wanted to get that boost from the market share. Stories and quests. Engine. Gameplay. Really good balance. When I'm thinking adventure games, I'm thinking more like Castlevania. I'm thinking console adventures. They may be thinking more like a point-and-click kind of adventure game. Your Sierras. Something that Pushing Up Roses might play. World design, sound not as important. Graphics a little bit, so world design gets pumped up. Perhaps I was thinking more medieval action. But I want it to be like an explorer, one of the old Metroidvanias. Alright, we've crossed over the $200,000 mark, 304 fans. New record there. Still getting our bonuses for new topics and new combos, which always helps. Level and world design, they needed a boost. we had some things that were lagging behind doing action games. Ah, crap. We do want to get on that as soon as possible, but we need to set up our own game engine first. So the Black Knight versus Mordred, now being reviewed as we do our research. I'm gonna get some 8s. I'm gonna get some 8s. Got a 7. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 2 7s. An average of a 7 ain't bad so far. I get a solid 7 out of this. 8. Thank you, All Games, for your consideration. Let's see that money start rolling in. First week, what is our... We break 11K on our first week, not bad at all. Fans going up there quickly as well. Finish your research there, pal. Medieval Adventure is a great combo. Level design, not very important. I'll keep that in mind. Research right away. We're going to get research. New game engine. We'll spend the money. We've got enough bank that we can do so. Not a problem whatsoever. Sales kind of dropped off there. That's to be expected. Game tutorials and mono sound. How much does mono cost us? 15 points and 40,000. We'll go for it. If we're going to develop for the Nintendo, we want something better than whatever sound I could get out of my old Commodore 64. So that'll set us back a bit on research. So we're going to stick with the topics we have. And who is going to be our first Ninvento game? Develop new game. We're picking the TES right away. Action, RPG, sim, adventures are down. Yeah, they must have been thinking about point and click. Sims and strategy. So we're going to stick with, you know what? Yes, spend the 80 grand to get the license. Do an RPG. Historical RPG. We've got a lot of time travelers. You can do the Fantastic Four. Of course, you have Kang going back and meeting up with Apocalypse back before he became Apocalypse. Who else would be a good one for historic? Who's going to know more about the history of the Marvel U? The Watcher. Let's call him The Watcher. Why not? That's going to be a terrible name for a game because nobody's going to want to play a game simply, you know, implying that you watch. So maybe that's not the game we want to make. This historical RPG. World War Wolverine. Okay, so here's the game World War Wolverine. We're taking the name, of course, from World War Hulk, which is kind of hard to say, but World War Wolverine is going to be a historical RPG starring a young James Howlett as he fights through the various wars, specifically World War I and World War II. So you're going to have to manage his relationships with fellow soldiers. AI is not very important for an RPG. You're going to have to fight the various enemy armies, but of course you're not just going to simply fight against soldiers and stuff. You know, if you're Lucky Jim Howlett, you're going to want to fight against maybe some of the Red Skull's troops. You're going to fight against AIM and Hydra. You're going to fight against Baron Strucker, Baron Zemo, lots of Barons. Maybe you'll meet up with Captain America, a young Nick Fury, the Howling Commandos. I've got high hopes for World War Wolverine. This is a game that I would play. You know, a Wolverine RPG. Maybe not the most suitable genre for that character, but something that allows you to play through his history, which is kind of something that I've seen, and I haven't seen that in games. This is our first Ninvento game. Ooh, come on. We're dropping back down quality-wise, but with a Nintendo, pardon me, the TES, the Nintendo TES being a new system, perhaps we can still make some money off sales because it's a hot new commodity. $56,000, the average view score of 5.5. We break 10K in our first. We did not break 10,000 units sold in our first week. That's rough. Yeah, so we got to research a new topic because I'm sorry, I stand by the concept of World War Wolverine. We're going to do some research. New topic, space. Let's go for space. Opens up a whole lot of stuff for us. You've got the Shi'ar, you've got the Badoon, you've got the Kree and the Skrull, you have the Brood, you have a Nihilist, you have, you know, literally a whole universe of stuff to deal with. If you want to go into the Titans, you want to get Thanos in here. Space! Alright, so we're going to develop a new game on the TES. Genre. A space strategy game. It would be something like Trade Wars. What was the space version of Trade Wars? I forget what it was. Back in the old PC games. This would be something where you're trading between the different empires. Or you could actually have a strategy game. Doing the Kree Skrull War as a strategy game. Not going to work on the Nintendo. It'd be great for PC. A space RPG? No, space action. We're going to do space action. We're going to call... Alright. Not that Star Fox. This is going to be a game where you play Thanos' little brother, Star Fox, who, as they discussed in the She-Hulk series a number of years back, that his power is essentially space rupees. And you are going to be fighting, because you're still a Titan. You're not going to be like one of the, you know, buff, really super fighting Titans. Man, I've got a grain on that. Like Thanos, but you're going to be fighting your way in a typical video game fashion to rescue a princess who, because you are Star Fox, will probably really be into you, because that's your super, you know, space date rape power. Which is just creepy as hell. World design, I would love to see world design up higher, but I'm going to play the strengths of the genre. Oh, why am I not using my... Oh, that's part of the thing. I'm not using my new engine. Why am I not using my new engine? I understanding, specialized. Yes. Target audience. Technology's good. Design, basic. Got a bonus. That's the trick. I haven't started using my new engine yet. I need to use the new engine so I can get the good mono sound, get some chip tunes going to give that Star Fox. I know. I'm an idiot. Let me go ahead and... Ready yet? Ready yet? Ready yet? Is it ready yet? Ready yet? It's me too. I'm trying to get the game review. 6. Okay, come on. I want to get another game here. I want to get a solid 7.5 or 8 once I start using my own engine on the TES. People are into Not That Star Fox a little bit. Play different days. Thank you, All Games. You guys are probably big fans of Stone Age games. We want to do the game report. $56,000 again on the TES. Will we break in the first week? Again. We did not break 10,000, but we're making money. Level design quite important. So what do we want to do? We want to create custom engine. I'm an idiot. 2D graphics, linear story, save game, mono sound. So we're going to call this Everett. After Bill Everett, creator of the Submariner, Marvel's, one of the first 3 big superheroes they had there with Captain America and the Human Torch. He was their first flying superhero, in addition to being what they refer to as Marvel's first mutant. Not only is he a half-human, half-Atlantean, he is actually a mutant crossbreed between the 2 races, so that's why he's got a lot of features that other Atlanteans do not. Namor, despite being a silly design, I dig as a character, because he's just a colossal dick. He doesn't care. He's going to do what he does. He's got, 3/4 of the world to care about, while, most superheroes have a city. The only dude bad enough to be in the Illuminati and the Cabal, the group of, the most powerful, most influential heroes and villains, and he's on both sides. Because people, they know you have to respect Namor. New game. Game engine on Everett. Platform TES. Genre. Maybe we should. Do we need to? Yeah, we're gonna research a new topic and see what we can get, and then we'll do target audience as well. Fantasy. It's gold. Fantasy lets you open up a lot of other genres, and a lot of other characters within the Marvel Universe. We can handle the Conan license. I like to pretend that Marvel still has that because I have, sitting on my counter over here, about 2,000 pages worth of Conan comics. And research again to do target audience. Got Red Sonja. Who else could you do on a fantasy? Any of the magic stuff. My first superhero comic was actually Iron Man 150, which had him and Dr. Doom teaming up with Merlin the Magician. So that's a lot of possibilities. Platform TES. Genre. Let's get our characters first so we can figure out what we're going to do. Fantasy, history, movies, business, blah, blah, blah. Let's do fantasy. Ooh. Fantasy RPGs on the Nintendo. It's going to be great. So you're looking at a Final Fantasy, you're looking at a Dragon Quest style of game. So what characters, if we look at our shelf here, would be good? Not the Fantastic Four, not Marvel Team-Up, not the Hulk. Of course! Here we go. And this is going to be Thor and the Warriors 3. Haha. This is going to be for a young audience. 2D graphics V2. We're going to spend some money on this. So, Thor and the Warriors 3. Hogan, Fondrel, and Volstagg. Is that their names? Volstagg, the Voluminous. Save game, linear story, engine down, story and quest ups. I should like to have engine up more for a role-playing game. People, I spoke with my friend Adam in regards to the Warriors 3, and he questioned, we talked about the Thor movies where you had Idris Elba playing Heimdall, and how there was a huge, sort of racist outcry that you can't have a black Asgardian, and I love Idris Elba. The dude is awesome, and he should totally be James Bond. But I was like, well, yeah, it did kind of seem weird to have him as, a Norwegian from that time frame, but hey, I did not care. I dig him. But we were talking about, I think it was Hogan, and we justified, the idea of, this essentially Asian character being a Viking by saying, basically if you go to the east, you're going to hit northern, you can go far enough, you're going to hit Russia, and you go to the west, and you're going to hit the Native Americans, and maybe some Eskimos or something, and so maybe that's where he came from. He was not like a native Asgardian, I believe. New records both for design and technology. This should be a big hit, Thor and the Warriors 3. I'm expecting great things. Let's release this game. Make some big money, big money. No whammies. Seeing 10s pop up. 9. I told you Thor and the Warriors 3 was going to be a big game. I'm still disappointed that I wasted World War Wolverine. So we're averaging an 8 right now. I will take a solid 8. Give me an 8. Yes! Thank you, Star Games, Game Hero, and All Games, Informed Gamer. I'll give you another chance. I'll let you review some more games in the future. So while that is racking up some sales, 84K, and cost, let's see what we get. First week, do we break 10K? We do! We break 15! We broke 15K on our first week of sales for Thor The Warriors 3. Other characters you may be able to choose from. Let's see, of course, you got Lady Sif. You do have, not Heimdall, who's the other guy? Balder the Brave. You can fight against Loki, Surtur. Surprise hit. Yes! Casual games. So while that's going, we're going to do some research. I'm not interested in casual games just yet. We don't need game dev games yet. Prison sims are always great, but I make them terrible. Pirate. You could do a Nightcrawler game. You could do a Conan game. There aren't a lot of pirate comics. Transport. And you do... What could you do? There aren't a lot of... Maybe you could do a subway simulator and try and get around the city while superhero battles are going on, damaging streets and such. So we might go back to PC and do a transport sim based around damage control. Oh, we can do damage control! Yes, damage control is a great concept. If you guys aren't familiar with damage control, that was a comic book that came out in the late 80s, I believe, maybe early 90s, that dealt specifically with the group that was responsible for cleaning up and repairing all the damage from superhero battles. I believe in the Marvel Universe now. They are a subsidiary of Stark Enterprises. Alternate history is good. So Tony Stark is funding their work repairing the streets of New York and LA and the Great Lakes. Maybe we'll have to do a Great Lakes Avengers game. We'll research one more topic as we let the sales for Thor The Warriors 3 go. Hospital. You got Night Nurse. You have Claire, the Rosario Dawson character from the Daredevil TV show. Possibility. Again, it's going to lean more towards a sim. Let's go for why not. We'll do one more and then we'll... So, out of 86K, that was a good ROI. Ah, there we go. We will pick up with the Gameling in our next session. If you guys have any suggestions for characters you would like to see me to try and incorporate into our Marvel gaming series here on Game Dev Tycoon, please drop those in the comments below or hit me up on Twitter at ATI Channel with your suggestions. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.